This video is for someone who is in his or her 20s and is in a very confused state or has so many questions about the stage of life that they are in, and they find it really stressful, very confusing as well. By any chance you are also feeling lost in your 20s, I hope my experience, my reflections from my 20s will help you out. So now I am in my early 30s, and these things which I have come to realize after having gone through so many hurdles of 20s, I thought I'll share them with you all, because you never know who is actually looking at this video and who will find it useful. The first thing that you need to do is acknowledge that every person has to go through the struggles of life, and 20s is the stage when you are actually figuring out yourself, you are figuring out how the world works. Suddenly you are put in situations where you are expected to be responsible, so it is a normal thing to feel overwhelmed and stressed in a way, or anxious, but it does sort out on its own. As time progresses, things do sort out on their own, so all you have to do is just calm yourself down, take it easy and go with the flow, because if you try to control situations a lot, then it just turns out to be more stressful for you. So let things be as they are and you keep doing your work or working towards a goal. The major realization that I had, I would say it was in late 20s that I actually accepted this. But then the thing is, you are never too late to try anything new, because if you are in your mid 20s, you feel like already you are somehow lacking behind compared to your friends or peers, and if you try to change your career path or change what you want in life, or you don't want to do things as the society expects you feel like it might already be too late, because if you reach your 30s, then it's in a way that whatever you had to achieve had to be done before your 30s. But I would like to emphasize that it is never too late. If you are not happy with your career, if you are not happy with, say, the relationship you are in, or you are not happy in general in life, then it is just not late, and want to start something new, then 20s is a very good time. Even if it is late 20s, just don't be fearful of starting new things or accepting new challenges. They can be really beneficial for you in the long run. 20s can be the best time of your life or even the most stressful time of your life. So your efforts should be on making it the best time of your life, because it is only in your 20s that you are at the peak of your health. You have the most time in your life. Once you reach your 30s, different kinds of responsibilities start coming on you. You might be planning to have a family, you buy property, and there are different type of mortgages. So 20s is the best time where you can experiment the most with your life. So any careers you want to try, any hobbies, any passions you want to follow, 20s is the best age to do that. I am picking up a lot of new hobbies and trying new things now once I have reached my 30s, but if only I had done those things or initiated those kind of things in my 20s, I would have been at a completely different place now. So I would highly suggest you to experiment as much as you want. Give new things a try. Whatever passions or interests you have, invest time in them, because when you start practicing those things, you will gain a lot more clarity in terms of what exactly do you want to do in life. You will have a clarity about things that you just don't like or you just can't tolerate, and things that bring positivity, ones which you should be doing in the long run. It does add to your personality. And another thing is that in your 20s you will face lots of different situations, and some situations will be really challenging in terms of the emotional impact they might leave on you, and you need to understand that these are challenges or difficult situations that you face are thrown in your path so that you can form a strong personality, and you can learn that whatever is put in front of me, I will not be defeated, or I'll not get dejected and lose my positivity in life. So take it as a challenge that 20s have a lot of tests for you in life, and if you pass through all those tests, it will ultimately be a really good picture that you will see in your 30s. I know whoever is listening to this video might be going through a lot of challenges in their 20s. There might be situations which feel like you can never get out of these, but if you look at the bigger picture, it ultimately will be a very good life. So don't take stress a lot, or don't stick to small problems that you have, because in the bigger picture there will be really minor things or minor episodes that you might have faced in your 20s. So just take it easy as much as possible. So your top priority in your 20s should be to be in your best health. If you are in any way overweight, or if you are following unhealthy practices, drinking, smoking, sleeping late, you really need to get a grip of yourself and sort these things out before you reach your 30s. Because if in your 20s you follow unhealthy practices, then your health is impacted tremendously in your 30s. In 30s, your metabolism slows down, your body isn't as agile as it was in your 20s. So better to have a good foundation of health when you are young. You have more energy, you have more time to work on yourself. Another thing I realized was the friends that you choose in your 20s make a big impact on the kind of life that you will eventually have. Because if you have good friends, if you have motivated friends, if you have friends who have big dreams or who want to achieve big things in life, then automatically their energy will rub off on you, and you will be also more motivated and more energized, more focused to achieve your goals, and you will have bigger understanding of what you want to do in life. But if your friends are also in a confused state, or they don't know what they are doing in life, or they are just going with the flow, don't have any dreams or goals as such, and they do not have a broader perspective, then you tend to be like that as well. So even if you have just one or two friends, if they are quality friends, then it will really impact your life in the best possible way. Be very mindful of the kind of friends, the kind of company you keep, and especially take some time to understand what your values are. Because if you have a clear idea about what your values are in life, then you will tend to find the friends which align to your values as well. And if you are being your honest self and you know who you truly are, then any friend who comes in your life will actually work as an accelerator. They will boost up the things that you are good at, or they will bring out the best in you. So I would say really friends make a big difference, and not everyone that you thought was your friend in college time or in school life will continue being your friend when you are in your late 20s, or when you move to your 30s, because everyone gets busy in their own life, their own hustle, their own confusion. So if you can bring only one or two friends with yourself in your journey of life, that is more than enough. And if they are honest and true friends, then they will always support you, they will always be there for you, and their support matters a lot in the long run, because nobody wants to feel lonely ever, and having that kind of support from your friends makes a huge difference to your mental health and mental well-being as well. One thing I really wish I had done in my 20s is I should have spent time in exploring different hobbies and exploring my interests a lot more. I used to enjoy painting and dancing a lot. I did do a lot of dancing, aerobics, and all those bits, but somehow I just left reading, painting along the way, because I used to feel okay, this is that you do when you have a lot of free time in your life, and right now I have to achieve so much in terms of my career that I don't want to spend my time just sitting painting or reading stuff when I could be actually doing my work work and just aiming for the next promotion or pay rise. So now I realized I used to get very tired, and always my mind used to be clouded with so much stuff that I was thinking about. So I went back to my hobbies. Like, I started watercolor painting and I started reading good books, not just motivational books all the time, because motivational books do put you in that cycle of achieve more, do more, hustle more. But sometimes you just need to relax yourself, you need to calm down, you want to spend time with yourself and just take things easy, you want to chill a little. If you have any hobbies or you are good at things in your college life and school life, please continue doing them in your 20s as well, because they make a huge difference. They change your personality completely, and hobbies make you see life in a very different way, because when you are doing something that you really like or pursuing your hobbies, you get in a flow state, and that flow state is ultimately what we desire in the long run. And also, hobbies help you stay motivated however difficult a situation is. So keep your eyes towards the light all the time, which means always see positivity in things. In my 20s, I did have different challenges, and I used to get very negative, and I used to feel like, oh, my life is not good and it's so boring. I wish I had more money, I wish I could travel more, I wish. There were so many wishes which were quite insignificant if I see them now. Okay, everyone does want to travel, and yeah, it is basic human nature that you enjoy exploring, you enjoy traveling, you enjoy seeing new cultures, understanding new things. But that doesn't mean that the life that you are in right now is boring in any way or is not actually fulfilling in any way. Wherever you are, you can make your life really good and you can get the most out of each situation. So instead of thinking that I'm not enjoying things right now, make an effort to do things that bring more energy or more excitement for you, even if those are small things and they are not as significant as you feel like, oh, I need to do big things, I need to show off more, I need to show everyone what I'm doing or what I'm capable of. Do things that energize you and do things for yourself, not to show to people or to your peers that see where I have reached in life. Do things that you will remember throughout your life and you will always cherish in the longer run. Another thing which I wish I had realized sooner is I should have stuck with my goals or with the things that I wanted to do or experience a lot more. Like, I was influenced by whatever was going around me. I was influenced by the kind of careers my peers were having or my friends were going for. But then in your 20s, you can take risks. You can actually experiment in a way that in the longer run, you can gain that satisfaction that at least I did pursue my dreams. At least I gave it a try, even if I failed. In your 30s, it is slightly difficult to go after your dreams in a way, because as I said, you have so many responsibilities and there is so much going on in terms of gaining a balance or gaining stability in your life. But if I had stuck with whatever I genuinely wanted to do, I am sure I would have been in a very different place. I would have had a career that fulfilled me a lot more rather than just filling up my bank account. If you have any dreams or if you feel like, oh, I wish I could do this, give it a try. Even though you might be doing your regular job or your regular thing, studying on the side, but side by side, do something that fulfills you, something that you won't regret not doing in the long run. But just dare to take up challenges which do feel scary, and you will see that when you reach your 30s, and you will have a very different sense of accomplishment that, oh, I did this for myself. I did it not to show to anyone. I did it because I wanted to do it. And another thing that I have noticed or I have come to realize is when you decide that, okay, I am going to pursue this thing no matter what, the way appears to you automatically. You don't actually have to do anything to know how to reach your goal. Once you decide there is a goal that you want to achieve no matter what, God or any power, whatever is there, does help help you to find your way. So if you are in a very confused state about a goal or a dream that you want to pursue, just go for it. Just decide that no matter what happens, I need this, I want to do it, and it will actually happen for me because I am so positive and so determined to have it. And also, I realized whenever I genuinely wanted something, I did get it. Whatever decisions you take in your 20s, you will bear consequences of them throughout your life. So be very mindful of whatever you are deciding for yourself. That is why I said knowing yourself better, knowing what you truly desire, and knowing what your values are gives you a lot more clarity and keeps you focused. So take some time to get to know yourself. Spend time doing things that you enjoy. Spend time exploring different kinds of things. Experiment, and then you will have a very nice life in your 30s and beyond. And just remember that this is the best time of your life. You are at your best health, your best energy self. Be happy and don't take everything really seriously. This also will pass, and eventually you will realize that 20s was the best time of your life, no matter how many struggles or how many challenges you face. I hope whoever listened to this video found it useful or found it like a friend was talking to you, because sometimes you just need someone to talk to you and put it in your head that everything that is going on in your life is quite good and you have a very good life, you have a very blessed life. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and found it valuable in whatever way is relevant for you at this time in your life, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.